when you're advancing the slides.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome tonight to It's Happening. So we've been excited all day. Here tonight, joined with some incredible people, great friends, and Solavei's top members. I'm Ryan Wirch, I'm the CEO, and tonight is a night about family. Each and every one of you across the country, all of you are members tonight, tens of thousands of Solavei members, tuning in live to see what is happening with Solavei. And I'm going to tell you, we could not be more excited than we are right now to be able to share with you some incredible things with Solavei. Tonight we're going to take you through a lot of where the company has been. You're going to hear tonight about the vision of the company. We're going to take you back in time just a bit. We're going to take you through the stages of growth with Solavei, some incredible announcements that I believe for each and every one of you across the United States is going to positively impact your life financially if you take hold of what we're going to share with you tonight. We've got some incredible announcements that's going to happen toward the end of this webcast, and let me just tell you this right now. This is not going to be a 15 or 20-minute webcast. And I know all of you are saying in fact, what I would encourage you to do is get your popcorn popped, get your drinks out, and be ready to take some incredible notes. And, you know, right as I'm going through this right now, I'm thinking about so many people that are members of Solavei that I've seen your posts. I've seen you on Facebook. I've seen you tweeting. I've heard so many of the stories across the country that has happened with our members, and so many of you that are every day the brand of Solavei. And what's going to be rolled out to you tonight, I believe tonight is going to be a night that you're going to look back on and say, I remember that day. That was the day, that was a demarcation point in my life that I was able to take full advantage of one of the greatest opportunity that has hit me, my family, this country, and you grabbed hold of it. So all of you tonight, welcome, and thank you for being a part. For all of you that are Spanish speaking, I know tonight we have parties that are happening across Puerto Rico. In fact, just to give you a big welcome for all of you that are tuning in right now. For myself, everyone inside of the corporate offices that we have supporting everything that happens across the United States, across Puerto Rico. I know we'll be around the world someday. I want to thank all of you for being a part of it, and all of you that are Spanish speaking. You are accounting for so much of Solavei's growth today. In fact, 46% of the members of Solavei are Spanish speaking, and it is an incredibly fast-growing part of our company, and it's really exciting. So, with that, would you mind, let me first make sure I introduce these incredible people that are with me right now. Stacey Wallace, thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. James Linhart, Ricardo and Claudia Gloria. All of y'all know Jose and Svetlana Miranda. We've got Jeremy and Laura Wells, and our dear friend Gary Craig. We're all here being a part of this tonight here in the studio to be able to share with you some incredible information. So Ricardo, if you don't mind maybe addressing, you and Jose address all of our great friends in Puerto Rico, all that are Spanish speaking. They might not be able to hear or understand what I'm saying, but I know you can definitely get across. We're gonna have a live Spanish webcast that's going to be happening after this. It'll be about a 30-minute delay, but then we're going to be doing a Spanish webcast just like we're doing tonight. Go ahead.
Muy buenas noches, saludos a mi gente en Puerto Rico y todos los Estados Unidos, han visto los videos. Estamos aquí en Victoria con Solavei para decirles a ustedes que van a verlo primeramente en inglés e inmediatamente después que grabemos en inglés vamos a grabarlo en español, va a haber una breve pausa, pero estamos contentos de estar con ustedes esta noche.
Le damos gracias a toda la gente que está conectada, le damos gracias a la compañía por darnos la oportunidad de hacer todo esto en español. Y le damos gracias a Dios por permitirnos estar aquí y compartir con ustedes en nuestra propia lengua. Damas y caballeros, hermanos y hermanas en toda la nación y en Puerto Rico, prepárense porque lo que viene después de esta transmisión en inglés es muy grande y está simplemente hecha para todos nosotros. Hay que aprovechar esta oportunidad, no dejarla ir y compartirla con todo el mundo.
Dale candela, dale candela.
Dale para arriba.
Máquina.
That's great. That's great. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I want to be as cognizant of the time as possible. So let's just start right now with who Solavei is. You know, I go back as I was flying down here to Dallas, Texas. We're in the studio right now. you know, I couldn't help but think about tonight and about what is going to be discussed tonight. And I couldn't help stop thinking about that fall of 2011. The fall of 2011, I remember where I had the vision for this company. I remember writing down on paper the architecture, the look, the feel, seeing all through the fall of 2011 the opportunity we had to truly positively impact people's lives. And I know all of you that are Solavei members have heard this so many times. But for me, this is what this is all about. You know, the vision of this company to positively impact millions of people's lives. And I really believe that this is the company that is going to truly change the way people are doing business today and giving them the opportunity to personally benefit. You know, you go to that one statement, a single relationship has the potential to make life better for many. You know, the Powered by Relationships, that's where the hundreds of thousands of people that have already said yes to Solavei have come to a person they have a relationship with. Our mission, obviously, to make commerce less expensive yet profitable. And you know, I remember in the summer of 2012, as we were readying the technology, as we were beginning to build everything that needed to be built for our launch in September 21st of 2012. I remember posting this picture on Facebook. I said, you know what, this is what I see. You know, I see tens of thousands, I see hundreds of thousands of people coming together, all a part of what Solavei is doing. And here's what's amazing. You took a look at that picture right now. In the summer of 2012, before we had ever pushed the button to say go on September 21st, this is what we saw. And here's the reality. That stadium that's filled with about 100,000 people, you realize could not hold Solavei today. That's what's amazing when you look at what's happened over the course of the last 20 months. You know, you look at the vision of the company, the Powered by Relationships, which is really the underpinning of everything that we do as a company. And you think about companies that go through stages of growth. We, in our first 2 years, have been in our first stage of growth. There has been the building of the technology. There have been relationships with people. There have been learnings that we've had for the course of the last 2 years. And many companies in history, and I could use so many companies as an example, but I put 3 tonight because I think there's 3 companies that are great examples of companies that had a stage 1 growth, but something happened in their company that caused them to actually go to the next stage. You know, I could talk about, you know, Starbucks. When they created the company and they got to about 17,000 stores all the way through about 2005. And then something happened to that company. You know, that company at that time, you know, was a couple of $1 billion as a company. Look at Apple. I think all know the story of Apple. You know, between 76 and 85, it was a great time period of that company's life. The reality is, you know, that company was about $7 billion in market cap, in value in 1985. And then something happened where Steve Jobs is no longer with Apple, and there was a question mark what was going to happen. These companies had a stage 1 growth. Now, when you think about Solavei, I take you back to 2012, and I remember this slide, and I picked it up because I thought it was really neat as I've been talking to a lot of our founding members with the company, and I had some of our top members come into Seattle, Washington about 3 weeks ago. And, you know, we identified 12 people to start this social commerce revolution. Those 12 people, we asked them to bring in about 144 people, each of them 12, into Seattle, Washington. You know, we had our first pre-launch event, and it was an incredible time really talking about what was going to be, what we were going to create, what we were going to build, how we were going to actually move into the marketplace. And that was the summer of 2012. As we gave everyone, you know, their assignment, you know, build for this July 25th live webinar where we hope to have 1,700 people. I can't believe that was a big number to us at that time. You know, and then from that point, you know, we said, you know, at that call we said, listen, everyone, we're going to build to the largest webinar in history, which we did on August 22nd. You know, then to that live coming out party on September the 21st of 2012, where we welcomed everybody to the social commerce revolution. I remember that night in Seattle, Washington, where we all celebrated together. We all talked about what it was going to be. There's about 1,000 people that night, but there were tens of thousands of people across the United States tuning in live as we flipped the switch and we launched Solavei into the marketplace. Well, I I remember going right from there into the Solavei IM tour and traveling across the country and sharing this message about what we were going to do and how we were going to do it, and how we were going to see Solavei, the social commerce platform, the very first social commerce network, was going to impact hundreds of thousands of people's lives. As we went across the country, as we began sharing, as we began seeing individuals that became top members growing, as we began able to celebrate and recognize those who are in fact creating the social commerce revolution, because frankly, it's not technology that does it, it's not mobile service that does it, it's people that have created Solavei. It's people like Stacy and like James, Ricardo and Claudia that you saw here, and Gary Craig, and so many others across the United States that have created this social commerce network. The trips that we've taken together and celebrating, looking forward to the one that's coming up here in just a couple of weeks, where taking top members to the Caribbean. I remember last year is Solavei All-In Bash that we had in Seattle, Washington, where we were trending across Twitter, where there was so much excitement with what Solavei was doing. And the reality is, as I say all that, that was all during this stage 1 formulation stage. And here's where we were as a company. Here's, frankly, what has taken us to where we are today. We are a company that had a vision to create technology, to create a platform that would enable people to do things they hadn't done before, to be able to distribute goods and services unlike any way they've done before, to see them through this social referral methodology, be able to easily click a button and see somebody actually engage in a new service. And so inside the company, we have been so incredibly focused on that technology. We've created that. You know, today we're a 70-year-old grandma can literally engage and sign up a 70-year-old grandmother through a technology simply in less than 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We've focused every day so much on creating this social engagement, enabling mass market to do this every single day. And that's where so much of our focus has been over the course of the last 2 years, to create something that hasn't been done before. Now, in doing that, we as a company have been so incredibly focused on creating that product, focused on that product. You know, it's been mobile service, it's been the platform, it's been the social sharing methodology, it's been the social referral, get $5 for just sharing with someone. It's been so much around technology, social engagement, through a mass market, almost a hands-off approach, that we actually lessened the opportunity portion, where it's not as much about opportunity as it is about a product, and as it is about a technology, and as it is about a platform. But here's where we believe we are today. Today, we believe that opportunity piece is actually one of the biggest driving forces of the company. In fact, when I go back to the fall of 2012, we're bringing on between 25 and 30,000 members a month. And why is we had so many people that said, you know what, this opportunity is unbelievable. Not only is there, you know, a great social commerce platform, not only is there a great methodology in being able to do distribution unlike anyone's been able to do it before, but there's also an incredible opportunity financially where individuals could actually see their lives personally impacted more than anything that they had come in contact with before. And we've seen so much of that across the country. You know, where I see today, you know, well over 30,000 people are seeing financial benefit monthly because of Solavei. But that opportunity piece has, in fact, been secondary. And let me tell you about what tonight's about. Tonight is about seeing actually a full pivot happen. I believe as we now go from stage 1 into stage 2, which I'll talk about through the course of this night, as we go into stage 2 is where we're going to see this actually shift. We're going to see where the social engagement and mass market platform, it's been created already. We've done it. We've actually, you know, in fact, this last week we received another patent this last week. We'll share with you more on that in the coming weeks and months ahead. But it's amazing the IP, the portfolio, the intellectual property we've created. We've done that. We've actually got an incredible product. I mean, we've got a product that right now, you know, nationwide mobile service, we've got that. So with those things in place, here's where we are going into stage 2. It's all about opportunity. It's all about creating an opportunity that each and every one of you are able to take full advantage of. Now, in making it the opportunity, you have to build that on top of one of the most incredible, most important foundations that you must have. And that's rewards, recognition, and events. And over the course of tonight, you're going to see a lot about what rewards means. Tonight, you're going to hear about the recognition that's coming, the events that's coming. This is going to be the foundation of Solavei, because all the other is there. And if we get this part right, which I know we are, this is our algorithm. This is how you and everyone that's connected to you can benefit, I believe, financially more than anything before. So what is it that we've done over the last 2 years? The 2 years that have created frankly, the very bedrock that we now build into stage 2. 1, we've created the first fully integrated mobile network through social. We've done over $100 million in revenues. Now, put that in perspective. $100 million. We don't have something that people pay $500 for, or $1,000 for, or $2,000 for. We have $29, $39, and $49 monthly mobile services fees that people pay. And yet in the first 2 years of Solavei, first 23 months, over $100 million in revenues has been done. That's, frankly, for all of you that are members, you've helped create one of the fastest growing companies. To go from 0 to $100 million in revenues is unbelievable. We're the first social commerce network and platform. We've created that, recognized for that today. We've helped our members now save over $95 million in the last 23 months. I just want you to put that in perspective for a second. Not only have we done over $100 million, because the whole premise behind our company is make commerce less expensive, yet profitable. So just take that first part, make commerce less expensive. Our members have saved over $95 million because we said yes to starting this company one day, because you said yes to being a part of this company. With that, over 350,000 people have said yes to a company that just started 23 months ago. Now, I don't know if any of you are entrepreneurs, you started your own business. Do you imagine that? In the course of 23 months, less than 2 years, 350,000 people say, I want to be involved. And oh, by the way, $95 million is saved by the people, those 350,000 people. And oh, by the way, $100 million is done in the company. But let's put on top of that, we've paid over $27 million to our members in the course of the last 23 months. We have created one of the strongest IP portfolio around the social commerce network, creating incredible barriers to entry. And we're incredibly proud of what we've created with that. Recognized, by not only a Red Herring, but so many publications seeing what we're doing. In fact, I today was being asked, there's a great article that's coming out about Solavei, and just seeing some of the quotes from some of those that are close to the company, investors, people that are associated with technology industry, and seeing what Solavei is doing today, incredible stuff. So let's talk about the next stage. The next stage of our company, that's stage 2. Let's talk about some of those companies and what they did. HP, Starbucks, and Apple. And for sake of time, I'm going to just take you to Apple for a second. In 2000, Apple's market cap was about $7 billion. Steve Jobs came back in. Their stage 2, I think we will all agree, was their very best stage. Today, just to let you know, their market cap today, $7 billion in 2000. Today it's $586 billion. Why? Because they said, you know what? We see what we need to do. We know exactly how we need to do it. And you know what? We are going to innovate and lead a market unlike any other company. That is stage 2 for Solavei. So we had yesterday, that's the start of the company. We have today, and it's where we are. Today, doing this live webcast for all of you across the country. But you know what? What we're excited about is that stage 2, our tomorrow. And each and every one of you, we started day 1. I showed you that a few moments ago with 12. That's where it started, 12 people. And it grew to what we are today. Unbelievable success over the course of the last 23 months. But you know what? If you're able to go from 12 to 350,000 in 23 months, just imagine today with all of us. Today, hundreds of thousands of people have said yes. We have so many people that are saying, you know what, Ryan, I'm more excited about where we're going, not where we've been. Now this is our starting point. Each and every one of you, consider yourself at the very beginning of stage 2. Apple, $7 billion, 2000. Apple today, stage 2, $586 billion. So that foundation that we're going to build upon is you. Rewards, events, recognition. You are the foundation of Solavei. You are what we're focused on. Everything we're going to be doing inside of Solavei, the corporate offices, everything from technology, everything from development and marketing is all focused in on you, our members. You're the ones who every day we're focused on. You are the very foundation of Solavei. So let's talk about the opportunity. And this is what I'm so excited about.
We are too.
We are too. I know you are. You got obviously Stacy and James with tens of thousands of people in their network. In fact, everyone who's here with us tonight, you know, some of our top members, tens of thousands of people in their networks, and not only are they going to benefit financially, but I think it's excited about what you have today. But because of what we're about to show you, and I know when I invited them to come up to Seattle, Washington about 3 weeks ago, and they had an opportunity to see what you're seeing tonight. The excitement, the enthusiasm, it really felt like summer of 2012, and the optimism that all of you had. But now knowing what we have, because we already launched, we've already been able to learn so much over the last 2 years, but it's really what we have in front of us. Because here's what we have as a company. Here's what you have as a company. Here's what you have as your business inside of Solavei. And there's so many of your pictures and we have in our corporate offices that come up on the screen. Some of you that actually stop by the office periodically. There's so many messages that I get. And I see your faces right now as I go through this next stage. Because together, arm in arm, you're the founders of this company. All of us together. Because we're doing what no one's done. We are Lewis and Clark together. Today, I believe how you benefit financially is have something everyone needs, have something everyone wants, and have something that no one can live without. You know, it kind of sounds like air and water to me. That's frankly what mobile services become. It's become like air and water. Everyone needs it. Everyone wants it. You know what? I found, like so many people, no one can live without it. So, what are the 3 key opportunities here with Solavei today? Well, number one, and some of this is going to be redundant to you, commonplace, but I got to tell you, it charges me up when I go through it. In fact, James said today, he goes, this stuff is awesome. As we are going through some of this today. In the mobile industry, $195 billion industry. Each and every one of you across the United States right now that are a part of this webcast, that are watching, I want you to think of yourself tonight that you right now are individual owners. And I'll just pick one of the mobile operators. Great one, AT&T. I can use T-Mobile, use Verizon, use Sprint. Let's say you own an AT&T store. That's who you are today. I want you to think of yourself as that. You're a part of today, a $195 billion industry today that everyone wants, needs, and they can't live without the very thing that you've got. Today, the average U.S. smartphone bill is $93. Today, 300 mobile subscribers here in the United States.
300 million.
It's 300 million. By the end of this year, 7 billion subscribers worldwide. Now, here's some of the things that mobile is doing. The very trend of mobile. 54% of e-commerce is going to be done via mobile by the end of this year. 10 times, so you know coupons, we've all lived with them, cutouts out of a paper. But today, there is a 10 times higher coupon redemption rate via mobile than traditional. And all these things are continuing to accelerate. That's the industry that you're an individual business owner of today. That mobile industry, something that you've invested in. Number 2, what's the other trend that you have by being a part of Solavei? Social. Today, 1.23 billion monthly active Facebook users, 271 Twitter users. 91% of adults online use social media daily. 74% rely on social networks for purchase decisions. 83% today want deals and promotions via social networks. And 10 times, visitors coming from a social media site are more likely to make a purchase decision. Why? Because they're connected to people. They're getting recommendations from people they know. They have a higher likelihood of trusting it. Now let's look at the third thing, is financial. The third thing, financial. Today, 11.65, and for me, this is the whole core of this tonight. This is why I am so enthused about what we've created, having the vision back in 2011, writing it down. But what I saw is I saw a way that we can create something. We can put tens of millions of dollars in investment into it, as we have. But you know what? It wasn't just for a few shareholders of a company like Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg and all those that are connected to Facebook shareholders. This is for every person that grabs hold of Solavei and says, you know what? I'm going to take what they've created, and I'm going to be the one that takes full advantage of it today. Today, $11.65 trillion is what Americans are in debt with today. The average U.S. household income is $51,000. 15% is the official poverty rate today in this country. I can't believe that. It's hard to believe in the most incredible country in the world. 33,000. I got two boys. One's going off to college. I got another one there. But today, $33,000 is the average student loan debt in the United States. The average credit card debt in the United States is $15,000, with people not knowing how in the world am I ever going to get out from underneath this. Those three things, mobile, social, and financial, three incredible trends that what we're about to talk about, I believe, is directly focused on, is our compensation plan. Now, so as we go through this, you know, as I look at the statement, capitalizing financially on the opportunity, making life better for many. That's what this is. We've got all the foundational elements of the company. We've built it, we've done it, we've proven it, it's working every single day. But now how do we take all these trends that are continuing to accelerate and at the same time now enable individuals to capitalize financially because of it? So, where we've been spending time over the course of the last 3, 4, and 5, and 6 months is bringing in behavioral experts, bringing in consultants, and saying, how do we now take all that we've learned, and how do we, in fact, today, take and create the compensation plan for the future that for Solavei, we can go to bed every single night and know that we can put 1 million people in overnight. And that 1 million people overnight, Solavei as a company is able to be incredibly healthy. How can we have a compensation plan that enables individuals that are committed to Solavei, that are wanting to, in fact, create something for themselves that is long-standing, that is able to build a strong financial future, that they're able to benefit and go to bed every single night and be excited about what they have. So, and what we're about to talk about, this is about how you get to earn more faster. You know, why the change? We're going to discuss that. We're going to explain the new plan so you have clear understanding. We're talking about a transition plan that's associated with it. So, why change the plan that we've had? And this is the beautiful part about coming from stage 1 into stage 2 is we've been able to take a moment and say, you know what? Do we have everything the way we want it for accelerated growth? Just like Apple went from 7 billion to 586. There are certain things that Steve Jobs had to do in order to create that growth track. So the current plan today, here's what we found. It fails to reward the business builders. Who are the business builders? These are the individuals that come in. Now, I like to call them power sharers. These are the ones who have the loud voice. These are the ones that every single day are waking up. You know, I look at some of the people from, you know, Scott Estes to a Tony Bowie to Laura and Jeremy Wells to Gary Craig to Stacy and James. I can go to so many people that come to mind when I think about who our business builders are. People that have branded their cars. They're holding up they're holding up those Solavei banners every single day. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of business builders. Now, here's what we found. The current compensation as we have had, frankly, does not drive growth the way we want it to. You know what, gosh, I love that we have hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, for most people, they would say, gosh, that's a great business. You got a business that's done $100 million in revenues in less than 2 years. You got hundreds of thousands of people that have said yes. You're not happy with that? No, I'm not. Because the vision that I had is that we were going to positively impact tens of millions of people's lives with this company. And I'm not going to stop until I see us on that kind of growth track. And frankly, for each and every one of you that are associated with it, that's you. That's you that gets to have that same benefit as well. And the $5 referral to get somebody to, you know, to port, to activate, to go through the process, $5 frankly just isn't enough. To have somebody push a button and pay their mobile services fee and do what you have to do here and go through the process, $5 isn't enough.
Amen.
No, it's not.
So here's where we've been. Business builders, if you look at our compensation plan today, how we break down every dollar of compensation that goes out. We have been orienting 35% of that dollar toward business builders inside of our compensation plan. 65% has been toward referral pay. So from the very beginning, you know, the moment that we start the month, $5 comes right off the table against every single member inside of Solavei. That's 65% of the allowable dollars that we have associated with the comp plan. Only 35% to the people that are waking up every day and that are opening up that store, that are sharing their brand, that are talking, that are sitting down and doing what you're doing. Only 35%. So here's what we believed we had to do. What we had to do is we had to reorient those dollars. And I believe that everyone that's watching this tonight, put yourself in that left column. You're a business builder. That's why you're watching this tonight. You're not somebody who just got mobile service and you're enjoying the $39 or $49 a month, which is less than what over 70% of the people in this country are paying today for mobile service, so there's already value there. Remember that $95 million that we've helped members save in the course of the last 2 years? That's that first part. You're the ones who are making it happen. And so here's what we're doing. Effective October 1st. October 1st, we're shifting this all around to where we want to reward you, our business builders. We want to reward you, the ones who are every day being the brand of Solavei. Where 25% is going to go in that referral. The mass market, enabling individuals to be able to get free mobile service, to be able to simply share based on the technology and the platform we have. But for you that are out there being that overarching brand, creating the billions of impressions online, 75% of every compensation dollar we have is going to you. Now, here were the key objectives we had as we went through this. Number one, we want to reward our business builders with more money for developing teams, working with people, being able to help people, where you're not there by yourself saying, okay, I'm getting up and I'm going to go try to sign up and see myself enroll, click on Facebook, click on Twitter, go and talk to people that I know. We want, and you're by yourself, we want to inspire, we want to reward people for helping people create teams. Number two, a better opportunity for new recruits and business builders. Number three, reward business builders for helping others succeed. You know, I love the quote that Zig Ziglar always said, you help enough people get where they want to in life, you'll get to where you want to be in life as well. And number four, rewards width and depth to build strong networks. And number five, create a transition plan for existing business builders into the new plan. These are the key objectives we had as we've gone through this process. These 5 things is going to take you through the rest of this presentation as we go through the compensation plan. Then after this, we've got some incredible announcements after we talk about this. You know, the practices that we put forth in this has been embraced by some of the leading companies out there. You know, Stella Dot chairman is a former president of the DSA. Very similar plan and concepts that are there. A lot of the underpinning principles that we have inside of the compensation plan, some of the leading companies across the United States, from Stella Dot and Ambit and Nerium, with high rates of growth and seeing people prosper because of the plan that's there. So let's go into this. I'm going to have Stacy and James go through this with me, because I think from their perspective as a member, some of our top members, and I know their excitement, they're gonna be able to take you through what this means for you. First, though, is the career path. So, Stacy, why don't you go through this?
Yeah, I'm about to come unglued. We're so excited. This has really been tonight, guys, just such an incredible opportunity to see the fact that there is change taking place, and the change is all about empowering you. Up until now, we have been so grateful that the company has created empowering technology that has really revolutionized, it's disrupted the industry. I am so grateful, and I know I speak on behalf of a lot of people, that we are grateful that we're not stopping at great technology, but we want to empower great people. And the Solavei career path that has been created is about not only helping people get free mobile service, but so that they can start having upfront, quick, fast action bonuses, building teams and making significant reoccurring income, all the way through something I think, James, we're really excited about. When you become a leader, you don't want to just be about making money yourself. You want to help build other people, which is truly the key to wealth and success. And so as we go through this career path, the new compensation plan with Solavei, we want you to consider the fact that Solavei is creating options for you to be able to get started. Now, for some of you, there's going to be 2 ways that you can actually join Solavei. Some of you are just going to want to become a member and continue to enjoy free mobile service or sharing it with your friends and family and helping them save money. We're continuing on with the no contracts, no service fees, all of the things that you've known.
Let me just say that. I think this is real important to do with this process, that we wanted to enable mass market still, so back to that social and enabling platform. And one thing that was very important, I know to me and to so many others, was we want to enable individuals first, by the mass, to be able to get something at a great price, make commerce less expensive. But at the same time, back to the technology you said, we've created it, where individuals can, as a customer, just as a customer that's embracing great value, great quality, can still have the simplicity of a system that they can push a couple buttons, they can share with a few friends, and just get free mobile service by the thousands. I was telling you a story today of a gentleman. He was involved still as mobile service with Solavei, and he was only involved really where he felt like about a month right at the beginning of the company, launch of the company. we got real excited. He shared with some friends, and he told me the other day, he said, Ryan, he said, you know I haven't been real involved, meaning I've just been using mobile service, but because I was involved, you know, for that month, I haven't had a mobile services bill for almost 2 years now. And that's the part that's exciting. So it doesn't matter, you know, how big or how little, have something that the masses can still do. And that's a big part of this first way of becoming a member.
And you were saying today, we were just talking about even earlier when you calculated just what the savings is. We forget sometimes because we think about earning, which is awesome. And we're going to talk about how to earn big dollars. We're going to take you all the way through a 6-figure income plan here in just a minute. But back to just the savings alone of being able to save hundreds of dollars a year or even thousands of dollars a year just by wiping away that mobile service bill. So free mobile service obviously is going to be continuing to be something that Solavei is very proud of offering families from all walks of life. And we're making it very simple. All you have to do is just help 6 people switch to Solavei mobile service, and you're going to be able to help them get free mobile. Of course, as you continue to help more people, you can continue to get other plans that are free as well. So we want to see you continue to support that disappearing phone bill in people's lives. You know, we make it real simple as well to share by our back-end platform. And I know this is something that you've been very excited. We've been working really hard to see.
Now, this is the simple sharing platform that everyone gets. You know, every person without membership fee, just a customer, $39 or $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. You know, 6 of their friends enroll for mobile services, unlike any mobile operator today. And we're going to be talking later this week about the network and a lot of things around the network. I know there's an opportunity. Webcast that's going to happen, I think, on Thursday night. We'll talk about it at the end of this webcast. We'll talk about that. But the reality is just the sharing platform that's already been created.
It's a differentiator.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's creating something that really, honestly, it makes it simple for people to share, because the average person doesn't want to sell. They don't want to have to go talk to their friends. But through our simple sharing platform, they're able to do that.
Well, I think the biggest thing now, too, is that people now have the ability to go just refer customers if they want. They can just go enroll 6 customers, no need for a pay card. You go do this and refer 6 people, free mobile service. We pay for your bill.
Even the folks that have had struggles with social insurance, you know, Social Security number. This has all been wiped away. It's a whole new game, guys, giving everyone an opportunity to really be able to play all in with Solavei. So the first way that you can, you know, become started with Solavei is obviously as a member. The second is to become a brand partner. Now that's a new term, and this is
you're gonna hear a lot of new terms over the course of the next few minutes. So,
but this is where it gets exciting. You guys have known about free mobile service, but what we're about to show you is all new. And this is where you're going to be able to earn when you share, build residual income, qualify for, yes, you're seeing it right, a Mercedes Club. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Gain financial freedom. You don't gain financial freedom with $5 off. We're going to show you how the Solavei's compensation plan is shifting. As Ryan said, the dollars are shifting and truly giving people an opportunity to capitalize on what is the strongest trends today. James, take us through this. And, of course, you saw they are starting off with the 298.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this because I think the biggest thing in this business is having the tools and resources you need to actually go out and learn how to build a business. And we really haven't had that in a while because we've been focused, like Ryan said, on the product, getting members on board. And that's great, but in order to really have that financial freedom, that's how to build a business. Have a residual business that you can build over the next year or two and really walk away from. And that's the opportunity we want to give people. And this 298 will give them all the resources they need, a back office that they can track, download reports, really manage your business. SIM cards, we're having a whole new starter kit that we're almost done with, a whole personal development program. We're coming out with everything someone needs to develop into a business owner here at Solavei using what we talked about at the beginning.
Yeah, let me give you an example on this. So, you know, we think about eBay, great company. You know, I like to break eBay down into 2 parts. First part happens to be mass market. They've created a marketplace. They've created an engagement platform where a person who wants to sell something, let's say it's a Beanie Baby. That's really where eBay started. You know, I'm able to take my Beanie Baby that I've got, and I can try to sell it, and I can post. I can pay. You know, I can pay a fee to post it, and marry it with somebody who wants to buy it. That is what I call mass market. Liken that to free mobile. Like in that too, every person can come and get mobile service from Solavei. Every single person can, in fact, share Solavei's mobile service with other people and see their phone bill go away. One of the primary budget items that they have on a monthly basis. Now, let's talk about the second part of eBay, which is their power seller. If any of you are familiar with eBay, you know, they have something what's called the power seller. A lot of people don't know about it. The power seller is this very sophisticated back-end platform that allows I got some friends that actually sell millions upon millions upon millions of dollars through eBay through their power seller system that they have. Now, that's a big company, eBay. So what I like in this too is the first part, mass market, free for everyone. That's where we really spent the first 2 years perfecting that system. Hundreds of thousands of people have done that. Now, the second part, stage 2, is now all about how do we enable individuals to take the sophistication of the platform, the ability now to where, just think about this, you own that AT&T store. But what happens if, you know, in owning an AT&T store, you need a lot of stuff to actually put that AT&T store together. But what happens now that you put yourself in a position, not just on one, you're getting paid every day that somebody comes in and buys mobile service. More importantly, you're getting paid every month that one of those people just pay their mobile services bill and they didn't have to come into the store. But what if now you had the system that enabled it to grow to 10 stores in the state, and more importantly, thousands of stores across the country? That's what we have created here with this back office, with the systems, with the support, and all the things that's going to be a part of you now having the opportunity to build a business. And we want to be able to identify who are those individuals that are going to be those key brand partners of Solavei.
Well, and the biggest thing, too, is we've had a lot of tools and resources, and they're kind of scattered all over the place. We've had Team Solavei, we've had My Solavei, we've had Support.Solavei, we've had all these different things. Now we want to be able to put it all in one location and go, you know what, you don't have to pay $100 over here and $2 for constant contact or whatever it is. We want to give you all the tools in one place. So starting in a few months, people are going to be able to pay $24 a month and be able to have all that stuff in one central location, which I think is so cool. And people don't have to go different places. It's all right there.
By the way, that was my son calling. I love our Solavei. I love our Solavei.
And if you want to download that, go to.
Yeah, and it's real exciting because when we look at the compensation plan, there are 10 ways that you're going to be able to earn with Solavei, not just one. And we're going to run through these from free mobile service, fast action bonus, team action bonus, production bonuses, rank bonuses, matching bonuses, residual income, unlimited income, leadership income, and yes, the Solavei Mercedes Club. I was talking to Ryan today, and he was going, "Holy cow! How are we able to do all that?" And it's amazing.
It's really amazing how with everything we've been working on for the course of the last, gosh, almost 6 months now, and putting our focus on this and the things that actually create the right behaviors, rewards the right behaviors, rewards great growth, rewards great brand partner building. And so why don't y'all take us through this, because this is where it gets really exciting.
Yeah, I think the biggest change you'll see here right away is we have added a few ranks, and
we've actually changed. You know, so this is a departure. This will be a departure as of October the 1st.
Get that in our head, right? This is a departure.
This is a departure from social sharers all the way to social thousandaires to social connectors and social executives. I mean, it's a shift away from that. And the reason being is we wanted to be able to align all the new activities with new brands, basically brand partner names. And so why don't y'all take us through this rather than going through all this. But in fact, let all of you know there is a complete PDF on this compensation plan that is being fully posted that you'll be able to download. In fact, I believe you'll be able to download that tonight in great detail to be able to go through this. If you're like any of the people we flew in, it only got more exciting as they went through it.
Yeah.
As we started to add it up, it just became not only exciting, but it's what we dreamed about in the beginning of this company. Yeah. We dreamed that this would be available to us, and we're excited because it's going to give people an opportunity. We've always wanted to have an opportunity where we could say, you can change your financial future, and that's this plan.
Just want to jump in.
Yep, and it gives it a real career path. So, I mean, you have a really, really simple point system. So we're making the shift. And the reason for this is just to make it really simple to understand how it works. So the first thing you have here is you have a direct point. So a direct point is you enroll someone personally in Solavei mobile service. This is going to be used when we talk about the fast action bonus in a second.
Yeah, and I want to say this. One of the reasons why we needed to put the point system in place, because we're already having our eyes on there will be additional services that come in. So remember, mobile's first. In the future, there will be more services that come. And if something has a higher value than something else, something might be worth 2 points, another thing may be worth half a point. And in fact, just to give you an example, the previous slide you had on there with the whole back office system, there will be a $24.95 or $24.98, I believe, monthly fee for the back office system support that you will have. The $298 is a one-time fee. The $24.95 of that is going to be a monthly charge. It's not going to start though until January 1st is when it's going to start. But here's what's exciting: that $24.95 is worth a point. It's actually worth a point inside the Solavei's system. And so, why don't you go ahead and go through this?
So then we have the referral points, and referral points are those points that your direct points. So people that you personally enroll with mobile service. And remember, customers can get customers now. So their customers are now called your referral points. Then you've got generation points. Generation points are created when somebody comes into your business and they're a brand partner. So once a brand partner comes in and pays the $298 fee, now all of their points are considered your generation points. Then you've got network points, or NPs. Those are all of your points added up into all the things that we just went over. So these are kind of the foundational ways. And again, the reason for this is for the additional services that we'll be coming out with to get more and more points.
And we're going to just high level it tonight, but we are going to do a compensation plan webinar that we're going to do deep dives on this to make it very, very, very simple. Tonight we want to give you the overview so you just see this is such great news and it's an incredible future with Solavei.
So I mean, jumping right into it, Stacey, I mean, the first thing that we've had fast action bonus before, but we haven't had a fast action bonus like this before.
No.
And that's what's exciting about this, because really what it is now somebody goes out and they get 4 people themselves, because now one of the biggest shifts they're making is that you're now your own mobile service customer. So you plus 4 people equals a $100 bonus in your first 30 days.
Mm-hmm. How do you love that?
I love that. I mean, what I love also is that your first call to action is go
first sign yourself up.
Sign yourself up. Yeah.
That's pretty easy to do.
That's pretty easy to do.
I had that success early on, $100 in your first 30 days. Then to get the next one, which you're calling the Fab 10, is you go get $200 by going and enrolling another 5 people. So you're helping another 5 people save on mobile or their brand partners. And one of those 10 need to be a brand partner.
Like
now you're building this? Yeah. And that's $200. The next one, I love this one, the Fab 15. Fab 15 is where now you enroll another 5 people, become a team ambassador. So you're actually a person that's out there building the brand of Solavei, sharing it with other people, enrolling other brand partners. We're going to give you a $500 bonus.
$800 just in fast action bonus alone.
Yeah, and this is
that's just one. That's
one
just,
person.
That's just one aspect of the 10.
One aspect of the 10.
Yeah, this is one way you earn income.
Yeah. And kind of keying off this, Stacey, I'd love to throw this over to you, is the team action bonus, because I know this is something that we've been talking about literally since we launched the company, and now it's finally here.
Yeah, and let me just say this, and here's what's so beautiful. It'd be different if we were just talking about this and we're just about to launch the company. Guys, we've had hundreds of thousands of people said yes to Solavei, and there's so many of you that are watching right now that have 50, that have 100, that have 1,000. Some of you, I'm thinking of someone right now I talked to the other day that's got 20,000 people in their network, and going, oh my gosh, what does this mean for me now that I can go out and help stimulate a lot of people that are out there and help them find success with this incredible social commerce network called Solavei?
Well, and what we dreamed about having in a compensation plan was where we would be rewarded for helping other people. And that's what the team action bonus is now when you have somebody that goes out and gets their fast action bonus, there's going to be upline bonuses paid out. We call them the team action bonus, anywhere from $5 to $400 paid out to those individuals in the upline. Now how that works out, it's real simple. So for example, let's look at this example. The brand partner gets their Fab 5. Well, they're going to get that $100 bonus. But here's what's paid out upline to the leaders that helped them do it. That's why we are incentivized to reach down and help people be successful. The team ambassador is going to get 100.
So the brand partner goes and gets their Fab. They get 100.
They get 100.
But the moment that person gets 100, the person that's a team ambassador above them, they get 100 as well.
That's right. Yeah, but it doesn't stop there. It continues up because we know it takes a village to really prove success in anyone. And as you'll see here, all the way up to the diamond, double diamond presidentials, there's that allotment being paid out. Now, there's 1,500 $50 being paid out on every Fab 15. So when a Fab 15, you'll see this one here, the brand partner is going to get, look at this, guys, they're going to get a total of $800 when they get the Fab 15. But look what's paid out upline as well. And again, there's a total of $1,550 paid out upline in that team action bonus. It's incredible.
And again, this is what we're going to go over really in depth throughout the week, is really giving people strategies on how to do this, how to build a team with these principles, because this, again, is what builds security. I mean, what I love about the compensation program now is that it builds on top of the culture we've already created at Solavei. Everyone already helps everyone, and now we'll just be getting compensated for it as well. So it's just a really cool thing to be able to kind of put it on top of what we already have. Going to the next thing is our production bonus. And this is really exciting, too, because we've heard this from so many people. They're like, okay, I'm out of my fast action bonus. I've maximized it. I made whatever it was in the past. But now what do I do? Well, you just keep enrolling members. There's really no incentive to keep doing that because it's going to come later. Well, we want to make it so that incentive is every single month, right? So somebody wakes up. This is the example I use. You wake up on Monday morning, it's January 1st, and you go, you know what? I want to take the kids out on the weekend. I need $200. Well, in our current one, you couldn't do that. Now, you'll be able to wake up and go, all right, I'll go enroll 12 people, $200.
Well, let me put it in perspective. You could. But you go get 12 times $5 is $60.
Yes.
And now here, you month, say I need an extra $200. I go get 12 this month. On top of all the other bonuses that are there, I'm going to get $200.
Yeah.
And you can do that every single month,
right,
over and over again. Right. So that's the production bonus. The next part is the most exciting part.
Well, let me just say, so this is I know this is something. This is the slide that Laura Wells I know loves a lot. You know, as you grow your network and increase in rank, there are even more bonuses and income opportunities associated with Solavei.
Yeah, so those are just a couple of the ones that getting started, what you get when you first start out and you start building this business.
That's where a lot of the momentum happens from day one. I remember at the start of the company with the fast action bonus that we had.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of momentum happened. People immediately wanted to be able to start earning income. Right. We're going to give you a couple examples here in a few minutes. But this is what you just saw is what I like to call the fast action, the jump start, to go and get immediate money now by doing business.
Some of my dear friends that are indirect sales that are earning literally hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, they are always saying, if you've got to have the upfront money, and it's called bridge money. Yeah. You've got to have that money that helps people sustain their business while they're growing the back-end residual income. Solavei has put that in place with what we're talking about right now. It's a game changer, guys. This is an incredible compensation plan, not for a short term, for a long term.
Sustainable. Right? Yeah. And so the next one we have here is rank bonus. And this might sound a little familiar, but it's coming back with a vengeance and bigger and better than ever before. The rank bonus is a one-time bonus for every new rank you achieve, starting at senior ambassador. And I know we blew by the screen in the beginning where we kind of went through the ranks, the qualifications. But a senior ambassador is really someone that's a very small team. $100 bonus for that. As we go up, regional ambassador, $250. Director, $1,000. Senior director, $2,500. Regional director, $5,000. National, $10,000. Presidential, $25,000. Diamond presidential, $50,000 one-time bonus. And then a presidential director, $100,000. Thank you for doing what you need to do in order to build business.
Well, which speaks to the recognition.
Yeah.
How excited are you about that?
I am a tad bit excited about that. But what it speaks to me about is recognition.
Yeah.
Because when you work hard, you play hard, you also want to be celebrated. And not just tolerated that you're just out there working. You want to feel that celebration. This is celebration money. It's a bonus saying thank you for doing your job. Thank you for being out there promoting the brand. And here we're going to reward you with something great.
Yeah. And what's really cool, we also have something called a matching bonus, because one of the things we really looked at the compensation plan and really wanted to go look at it strategically and go, okay, where do we really want people to get to very fast? Mm-hmm. And that's regional ambassador. So what we did is not only does the regional ambassador, like we just showed you, earn a $250 rank bonus, but if you're a regional ambassador and you help someone get to where you are, you get a $250 matching bonus. It's kind of like, I feel like Oprah. Like, you get a bonus and you get a bonus. Everyone's getting bonuses.
I think the principle, hopefully you're seeing this, and when key objectives at the very beginning was help build teams, help build people. And the whole principle around this isn't just click share and hopefully somebody signs up and you say, okay, well, gosh, maybe I'm not doing it fast enough, maybe I'm not doing it right. This is where an individual like Stacy who has a rank is actually rewarded for helping you or helping someone in her organization to help them get there as well, and see that both people are able to see the same benefit from making that happen.
Exactly. I mean, and then we get into the really fun part. This is the reason I think that people come in to direct selling.
Yeah, well, you think about it. If you think about this part, these word residual income.
Yeah.
I don't believe there is any company that is out there today that can build a better residual income base than that with someone who is married social and is married mobile.
Yeah.
Mobile, something everyone wants, needs, and can't live without.
Yeah.
That back to that AT&T, you came in that store and you got the rate plan, and you know what? Some people for a year, we've already watched it here, for almost 2 years, people have had their mobile services that they pay for every single month. That's all about residual income and building a compensation plan that really takes advantage of that for all of our members.
Exactly. And I think the biggest thing about the residual income side too is that the ability to make a little bit off a lot of people. Yeah. And that's what we want to show you.
Yeah, that's something I've been teaching my son. In fact, do you want to earn 100% of your efforts? That's called a job. Or would you rather find a way to earn a small percentage off of hundreds, thousands, or in our case, could be millions of people's efforts? Just to step back for a second, when you said we started with 12 people that got 12, this stage 2, we're starting with thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of people. The opportunity for growth here is incredible. So when you look at these numbers in residual income, think about the small percentage off of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people that you can earn.
Right, so residual income is really simple. So one of the things we're introducing is something called a generation. And
why don't you explain what a generation is?
Yeah, a generation is really simple. So if I were to enroll Stacy, and Stacy was to enroll Ryan, and Stacy was just a mobile member, and Ryan decided to become a brand partner, even though Stacy is in between us, Ryan would create a first generation to me. So we're looking at this example right here.
So back to that. So all three of us would be considered one of your first generation.
Correct. Yeah. And then the people below Ryan.
And even if I got 25 mobile users, because I'm not yet a brand partner, I'm not considered a generation. He's your first generation.
Correct.
Right.
So it's the first generation down. So that's what we're looking at here. And as an ambassador, it goes all the way up through the ranks. And so each generation gets paid out a certain amount. And this is where you're talking about getting paid off a lot of people.
Right.
And we're going to talk a little bit about, on the next slide, unlimited income, because this is actually, it's on this slide. On the bottom here, you can see unlimited income, and that's when you become a director, which is really the first leadership rank in our company. And now you're getting paid on unlimited levels of an organization of thousands and thousands of people all over the country.
Yeah, so I want to just say real quick to the camera here that I have some people tonight that you're looking at this, and you've been professional, you've been industry professionals in direct sales. When you're looking at this right now in these 10 ways to earn income, I know I'm going to be chatting with you afterwards. I know we're going to have some phone calls because you're seeing.
So there's a lot of people that are watching tonight.
This is a wow moment, and there may
It
be
is.
people watching that you don't understand the magnitude of what's taking place. It's okay, just hold on and enjoy the ride. But for those of you who are looking at this and you begin to do the math, you're going to see what Solavei is doing. And the biggest part about it is you're not having to buy $500, $1,000 worth of some type of product on auto ship every month. We're talking about something everybody already uses every day, and the services and future of Solavei, we're going to stay in that vein, and it just increases the opportunity.
And this is what we're going to show you, like real-world examples this week of how to do this from a model perspective of what do you actually have to do in order to maximize this. We're going to show you how to do that. Next thing is, I love this. This is leadership income. The first time I've ever seen this anywhere in the industry. To really take a look at somebody's organization and go, you know what, for every leader you produce, you're going to generate monthly income for you and your family. Not a bonus, not a one-time, but every single month that you help that person earn more income and help them maintain that, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. And so I think the easiest way to do this, Stacey, is really to kind of look at an example of how it works. Why don't you run through this with us?
Okay, so let's just say you are a regional director, and again, we've given you the understanding of what a generation is. Now, between you and that first generation, there could literally be thousands of people. But one of the things I love is I like looking in fact, the way I've developed the tens of thousands and now hundreds of thousands of people
Identifying that person.
is you mine for gold. You look for people whose hands are up like Horseshack saying, please, I'm ready to run, I'm ready to grow. And you reach into them and you run with them, you work with them. Well, when you develop another regional director, in this example, you would be getting an additional $300 per month.
Right.
Now, obviously, you can have lots of regional directors. You can have a lot of leaders that you're
Well, you
ranking
will.
up.
You will. Just the size of your network. You'll have a lot of regional directors already part of your network.
Yeah, and this is all just one line of business. So, I mean, you could just kind of let your imagination run with this, because you could also, you're unlimited in width.
Right.
So you could have 30 people in your Generation 1 that are all regional directors. You could have 30 people in your Generation 2 all being directors. Right. And the great thing about this is this just a little tiny example, because, again, this is every line.
Yeah, this can build all the way out.
Yeah.
Just as you've seen your own social networks grow. Just think of the size and scale as we move into millions of people with mobile service with Solavei.
And there's no restriction to width.
Right.
That's an important differentiator of this compensation plan as well. So personally, I've enrolled hundreds of people. So now you can imagine if you decide that you want to take massive action and just go gangbuster like I did and like Laura and like James and like others have done, well, the sky's the limit, because you can see a generation this is just one person that's been enrolled, one line that's been enrolled. Imagine now multiplying that in width.
Yeah. And that's every single month that you're getting that too. So I love this. So I want Stacy really. I'm
this
excited
is my
about
favorite
this.
slide because it's happened for me, and I want it to happen for you. In fact, you know, the blessing of seeing a very strong six-figure income change my family's life. One thing I have been really looking forward to with the company is let's get more people in that genre. Let's get more people earning six-figure incomes. And you can see here, you just start off, you get 5. We're going to show you how to go all the way from, you know, free mobile service or getting your Fast Action 5 in 90 days. You look at how you can enroll 5 members, of which one of them is a brand partner. Just teach that one brand partner to do the same thing you did over. You're going to earn over $900 in your first 90 days. But, you know, of course, there's a lot more that you can earn. That's just an example if you just became a team ambassador. But what if you kept doing that for the course of 12 months? Remember, I started off, just enrolled 5 people, of which one of them is a brand partner. What if you continue to do that?
And that makes you the team ambassador.
That makes you a team ambassador. But what if you taught that one brand ambassador to do what you did?
What I love about this, about being a brand partner, it's not about as much teaching them. It's actually helping.
Empowering,
so
yeah.
Because once you start that whole process of duplication and that continues, I think that's what you're talking about.
It is, and of course we're going to talk here in just a minute about the picture there on the right in the Mercedes Club, but I just want to hang for a second. There is no cap to income with Solavei anymore. Let me cry just for a second. And so whether you're looking to earn no need to cry, no, because I'm too happy, but whether you're just looking to get free mobile service, earn a few extra $100, or for those of you who are industry professionals, you are ready to come here and say, I want to change my future, I want to change the stars of my family, this is it.
This is also, we're showing the slow way. We're showing helping one person every month doing this. And if you help 2 people, or 5 people, or 10 people a month do this, I mean, we did 12, they get 12, they get 12. So you just take this out, and so this is, we really want to show a model that everyone can do. And if we could take everyone in Solavei right now and take it out a month and get them all to regional director, all having Mercedes-Benz, I mean, that would be a lot of fun.
So if you wouldn't mind, just
sure.
You know, I love this. Many of you saw across the social networks, Facebook and Twitter. Several weeks ago, when we brought some of our top, there's about 16 of our top Solavei members into Seattle, Washington. I went through a lot of what we're talking about right now, and I talked about rewards, recognition events, and I said, let's take a break. And I had everyone come downstairs, and we had 6 incredible, beautiful Mercedes sitting outside there. Now, this is part of the compensation plan that we've put in place. This is a key part of it. Because why I love this is every time you're driving one of these, and we've got an incredible program that we've created with Mercedes Corporate United States, and this is where you can not only be the brand of Solavei every day, you're out talking, but you're also driving the brand of Solavei. And I can tell you that we already have 9 of our members that have already put themselves in the range of qualifying for the Mercedes Club. I'm looking forward to in January, where we do the unveiling and the presentation of the very first wave of Mercedes that's going to be presented to Solavei members. It is going to be an exciting time. And here's what you get. So once you reach the regional director level, yes, all the compensation and all the elements there. But this is something else. This is again 10th way of earning income with Solavei. As a regional director, you're going to get $500 a month. That's going to go toward. One of the reasons why we have a regional director is because you're actually making several $1,000s a month as a regional director. And because this is true, several $1,000s a month, mobile service, something that people are using every single day, we're putting on top of that this $500 a month bonus for you to be able to have your Mercedes and take part in the program that we have. We have much more details around this that you'll be able to go and check out. As a national director, you get $750 a month. As a presidential director and above, you get $1,250 a month. There's some incredible Mercedes from CLA where you're going to be able to get that within the $500 a month, all the way up to I think you're looking forward to a nice convertible Mercedes.
I have been. My kids have already picked it out.
So going back to the 5 key objectives we had. Hopefully you've seen that over the last 10, and gosh, we can spend the next several hours going through this. You're going to have time with Stacy and James and the other top Solavei members on tomorrow as they go through this in more detail. They're going to be fielding a lot of questions tonight. I know they're going to be coming in a lot of detail. You want to be able to download that PDF and take a look at it in great detail. It's got a lot of understanding. Those of you who have a strong understanding of what all this means, you're going to be able to see this result. I remember James walking away after we presented all this. He couldn't sleep all night long. He said, I cannot believe this and what this is going to mean. Key objectives we just talked about. 1, reward leaders with more money for developing leaders. Number 2, better opportunity for new recruits. Look what we did with FAB. And business builders. Look what we did with the tab, the team action bonus. 3, rewarding business builders for helping others succeed. Number 4, rewarding with and depth for building strong organizations. And now talk about the transition that we put in place to give individuals. We have a lot of people inside of Solavei that are already, because of how they built their networks already, they're already fully embedded into the new compensation plan, which will go live on October the 1st. Why don't you go and talk to this transition call?
Yeah, and I think it's important to know, even after we finish talking about this, there's a lot of interesting updates that you're going to want to stay in. We're not coming to the end of the webinar.
There's a lot more announcements.
Go ahead and pop the second bag of popcorn because the best is yet to come. If you like this, just get ready. But we want to let you know, like Ryan said, there's people all throughout Solavei at different ranks, at different places. Some people are just getting started. What Solavei wants to do is give everyone the time to earn more. Now, some folks that we've already run numbers on there, this is going to be an incredible pay raise for them. They're going to have a huge advancement, and we get that. Some folks who have not been with Solavei, they might have started with Solavei and they've been kind of like chasing shiny objects. They'll be back because this is a game changer.
We've got a lot that I know just because of things that conversations happened over the last several weeks. Some of the great Solavei members that have been a part of Solavei, and they still got Solavei's mobile service, but you're active in their full-time job or whatever else that they're doing and saying, oh my goodness, this is for me. I'm putting everything that I had back in 2012 and 2013 back in Solavei today.
Yeah, and then there's other folks, of course, we know that you need time to, you want to be a part of that CAR program. You want to earn. So the company has put together an incredible transition program starting month 1 in November, and there's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to catch up or to advance in rank, to grow, and you'll be able to see through this time. Now, members who achieve, we've already talked about this for quite some time, members who achieve the rank of social share or above by the end of September, you saw that $298 brand partner fee, that's going to be waived for you. That's why we've been encouraging you, get to social share. We still have time to do that. You've got to the end of September to be able to do that. We want to encourage you to do that as well. James, take us through the transition from the 100% in November all the way through and how that's going to work. So it's really a gradual transition. We've known some non-gradual transition programs before. This one has been very thought through.
Well, it's really gradual, and I mean the goal here is, because we've looked at the compensation plan, we've looked at people's organizations, and by the time this even starts, people should be on the new compensation plan already. Yeah. So this is
sorry, it's August. We're not even the new compensation plan isn't live until October 1st.
Exactly. So what the company is going to do is they're going to look at your business come the end of October, and you're going to get paid a full 100% on what you got paid the last month.
Right.
Then it's going to do that in December. It's going to be 90%, and then in January it's going to be 80%. So now we're talking about January 12th pay. So by January, I guarantee, I mean, my goal is to be on this compensation plan by November, and be able to be earning more and having everyone
surpassing what you're currently making. Right.
Yeah. So as soon as you surpass your current income on the previous compensation plan, you'll be on the new one. You won't need the transition plan. But again, this is so people can learn it. It's why we're doing the road tours, why we're doing all these different things to really educate people through it. Sure. And then anyone that's social share makes it so they don't have to pay that $298 fee.
So let me just clarify real quick. Because, for example, let's say somebody's earning $500 a month on the old comp plan. In the new comp plan, they are earning $510. They don't have to stay on the old comp plan. They're going to be able to go directly into the new comp plan. But for somebody who says, wow, well, I'm actually only making $375, whereas I would like to be making more, they're going to have time to be able to catch up in that comp plan.
Yeah, they still get paid 100%. Using that example there, if they were at 500, they would still, even in December, get 90% of that.
Right.
So it's 450. In January, they'd get 80% of that. So that's 400. So hopefully you can see there's gosh,
a lot of time.
4 months to, in fact, get a part of this whole accelerated program that we're putting in place right now. In fact, this whole new compensation plan from FAB, the TAB, all the different bonuses that are in place with the company. I loved what you said when you saw this first time. I within 1 month, I'm going to surpass where I currently am right now, just because the plan has been put in place.
And I'm also seeing everyone else surpassing it too.
Right.
So it's not just us. It's really looking and knowing what people have been doing for the last 2 years. They've developed the skills. Now we just need to empower them with a compensation plan that allows them to do more and earn more even faster. And that's what this is for. But I think a lot of people are asking themselves now, well, what if I'm not at social share? How do I take part in this?
This is something we've really wanted to put in place and be very thoughtful about. This is, everyone who reaches the rank of social share or above is going to have that $298 fee waived. Those are something here you'll see right on the screen in front of you. Is also anyone who enrolls 6 mobile service members between now and October 1st is also going to get the $298 waived. So you think about that. 6 people, it's not just $5 a person that you're getting rewarded for right now in the current compensation plan. It's a $298 value for just going and getting 6 people between now and October 1st. We want to give everyone as much opportunity, as much benefit to be a key brand partner, again, stage 2 of Solavei.
Exactly, and this also comes, we're going to be doing trainings and everything to really educate people on how to capitalize on all this.
And this is I would call it the very first part of all of this. On September 30th, this is going to be It's Happening Part 2. That's going to happen on September 30th. We've got some incredible things. Yes, there's some incredible announcements that's even going to happen on September 30th. As you can see, that's timed perfectly before October 1st. When we go live with the new compensation plan, there is going to be some more fuel in the fire that's going to be put forth on September 30th. So you want to make sure you're tuning in September 30th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific to It's Happening, and I like to call it Part 2. And you'll see this as we go along. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Rewards and recognition. I want you to do that. Thank you. Rewards in recognition. As you saw, that foundation that we put in place at the beginning of this webcast, is all about recognizing you and having a great incentives program that's tied to all the things you just saw inside of the compensation plan. For us, this is all connected. It's the platform and technology that we've created with the company. It's having an incredible service, with an incredible offering, with something that people want, need, and can't live without. But it's now having the recognition and the incentives that tie with it. You're going to be seeing us announce on September 30th, our April-May 2015 incentive trip. That's going to tie together all of the momentum and all the excitement. And I am so excited about unveiling. It's not a cruise. It's actually a destination. You are absolutely going to want to do everything you can to be a part of this April-May of this next year. And something we're also putting in place, which is the first, which will happen in July 2015, is our annual Solavei Presidential Leadership Summit. There's no qualification to get there, meaning I didn't have to go do something to get there, other than I'm a presidential director, or I'm a diamond presidential, or I'm a double diamond presidential. This is where we have an opportunity, myself, as well as other leaders in the company, able to take our presidential directors and above on a leadership summit to be able to experience some most incredible things. I say walk the beaches of the world experience places that, frankly, you couldn't go without being a part of this. And we'll announce on the September 30th webcast where our Presidential Leadership Summit is going to be.
You know, one of the things on this, and I'm so excited, is that you need the refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
We run a lot of that. I've had obviously 26, almost 27 years now in direct sales. And of the folks that I know that run it full time and are running very, very large incomes, they're working about 18 hours a day. Anyone that tells you do what you got to do for 2 years, you can do what you want to do for the rest, it's still like running a corporation. It's like running a business. And you need a time of refueling. This is a part where I'm excited to see that the company is going to be pouring in.
Well, it's a celebration. To me, the very vision of the company, I remember the values that I established this company on. One of the 5 values was, I want to do business with people I like, love, and trust. And I tell you that every one of our leaders, I like, love, and trust. And if I'm going to go on some of the experience, and I've experienced some incredible things in my life when it comes to places I've gone and traveled, you're the guys that I want to do that with. I want to be able to take you to places that you can experience things that you may not have before, and we can laugh and we can celebrate. This is our opportunity to do that. And so like, love, and trust, that can positively impact people's lives. And it's our presidentials that through you've truly impacted. Through you, I believe will be millions of people's lives. And I'm hoping someday that we've got 500, we've got 1,000 presidential directors and above, and we're going to some of those incredible places, whether it's the Adair Manor in County Kerry in Ireland, going golfing at Ballybunion, or it's going and having a helicopter take us in and experience Waterford and really seeing how it is firsthand, or it's going to France and being able to experience from Paris to going to be able to, and actually the vineyards of Burgundy, and being able to experience that, or it's going to Asia and spending time in Bali and just wonderful times together. I look forward to being able to share with you guys.
Shoot, I'd be excited for Amarillo, Texas.
What we're going to do. And here's something else, back to recognition. We love what's in works right now, and that's Solavei Life. It's a magazine that we are producing as a company. We look forward to unveiling this and being able to ship it out to each and every one of you in 2015. And Solavei Life, this is going to be that piece that you're going to be able to share. If you're a Solavei brand partner and you're wanting to tell somebody about Solavei, well, inside of this magazine that'll be coming out throughout the course of the year is not only a beautiful magazine for us to be able to say, look what we've got, but also the key credibility inside of there. Being able to talk about the billions upon billions of dollars that's being put in the very network where people are getting mobile service today. Where tens of billions of dollars have been put into this 4G network across the country, where somebody you're sitting down with and saying, see, look at this. Being able to highlight industry leaders from technology to e-commerce to telecommunications. But that's only one part of it, but it's also the key stories. It's the things that actually make up who we are inside of Solavei, the things that it's hard to sometimes tell. Sometimes pictures are worth 1,000 words. But what I love about this more than anything is when you open up and you start flipping the pages and you start seeing inside of there our members. And we have an opportunity to recognize brand partners. We have an opportunity to recognize our senior ambassadors and recognize our regional directors all the way up to our double diamond president treasurer. You actually see stories, you see pictures where somebody say, look what I've done. Because so many times that look what I've done is even more important than even the money that I get. Absolutely. And we're looking so forward to bringing Solavei Life live to all of you this next year. And frankly, it's all about recognizing you. And we're going to put more behind recognition than we ever have before. All moving into the events, world-class events. And those of you who have been a part of Solavei, we know how to do events.
Yes.
And we're excited that these events just aren't the one-time event, but it's frankly where we're creating a Solavei Life and a Solavei experience all across the country, from the socials that we're doing and an entire event system that on September 30th we're going to be rolling out to all of you so you can start plugging into and start seeing what's in front of you, the seeing Solavei come to life for each and every one of you, where I really believe stadiums of the world we are going to fill as a company. All of us come together because of the positive impact that we've made upon millions of people's lives. And so when you think about the event's philosophy, starting from like a national webinar tonight, like we have well over 10,000 people tonight that are watching across the country, throughout Puerto Rico tonight, to the socials that we do that literally thousands of people can tune into, to our city Saturdays, where we have hundreds and hundreds of members that can come in a city and actually be trained, be able to see how Solavei works and what they can do and get the tools and be a part of leadership in that area with our city Saturdays, all the way to the regionals. We have thousands of members, and those of you who were part of some of Solavei's regionals are exciting events all the way to a national convention. I say no, it says thousands of members, but I look forward to tens of thousands of members part of our national convention. You're going to learn more about this on September 30th when we get into some real detail around this, but really the event philosophy is gather wide and focus narrow. First with locals, socials, and those of you who've seen the Live at 5, you're going to be seeing a lot more socials. This is about you doing socials in your home, being able to connect with other people, whether it's 2 people, 10 people, or 20 people there in your local area, all the way to our regionals with City Saturdays and regional conferences, to our national events with the quarterly national webcast, to the national bash, the national webcast that we do, bringing literally across the United States sometime. In the future, it'll be around the world, bringing people together to celebrate Solavei and everything that's happening. We're starting this week. In fact, tomorrow night in Dallas, Texas, the It's Happening Tour going live, where you can bring, those of you who are in Dallas, Texas, I encourage you to bring everyone you know to the event that's happening in Dallas, Texas tomorrow night.
And we get more training, like what we're talking about tonight. We're not only going to give them the introduction of the business opportunity, but we're also going to stop afterwards and take time to train that comp plan and how to use it. So make sure if you're anywhere near the area that you come out to these events.
It's going to be exciting. So this week alone, we're in Dallas, Texas, Kansas City, Tulsa, Austin. Next week in Los Angeles, California, you'll see at the bottom of your screen all the different cities that we're going to be going to over the course of the next couple of months, as well as there'll be a lot of opportunity, live socials that will be taking place via webcast, a lot of trainings that's going to be happening via webcast. Love technology and love how we leverage it every single day. So let's jump into some of the great announcements we have here tonight here on this It's Happening webcast. First is we are now live in Spanish, Solavei.com and enrollment. So many Spanish-speaking members in Solavei, and they have not been able even to see anything in Spanish. They haven't seen .com in Spanish. They haven't been able to have enrollment in Spanish, and I've seen some of the most amazing people, enrolling people and trying to create things that they can, okay, if you see this, this is what it says.
Using Google Translate to try to figure out what it says.
And with that, just to let all of you know, we have tens of thousands of Spanish-only speaking members in Solavei. Now, all of this, .com, enrollment, all in Spanish. Second, is if you are a Solavei business dealer, meaning you've got a kiosk, you've got a storefront, you've got something that you've in fact branded Solavei, that you are every day bringing in new mobile service members into Solavei. On September 30th, we are going to roll out to all of you a specific compensation system and plan around you, the dealers, that I believe will reward you better than anyone can. It's going to be better than what a simple mobile. It is going to be better than what anything with TrackPhone. It's going to be better than, I could go through so many different brands. You're going to love what you have here and the residual that comes along with it by being a Solavei business dealer, and you're going to see that on September the 30th as well.
Oh my God!
I'm proud to announce Solavei will go live 4G LTE starting in October across the United States. 2014. 4G LTE.
You're getting a standing ovation in the studio.
across the United States. So unlimited text, data, voice, 4G LTE, $29, $39, $49 a month. Have at it. This is, again, one more step that we're making to create not only the very best in mobile service, but the very best of quality with mobile service as well. This has been an incredible night, and you know, we couldn't end tonight without a new incentive. And so let's go ahead and jump into this. And this is all tying into the new compensation plan, readying us between now and October the 1st. So here's what we've done. To secure your spot so you can earn more faster in the new compensation system, here's what you're able to do. If you enroll and activate 6 people by September the 30th, or become a Solavei social share, you're going to get free enrollment, as we talked about earlier, that $298. Also, if you get 6 by October the 1st, you're also going to get an exclusive brand partner kit Gonna have something special in there from me directly to you. But also on top of that, you're going to also for every 6 people, somebody that you help get 6 people, we're going to pay you $50. So this is not just about somebody themselves going to get 6. For every Solavei member that you help them get 6, you, as the social share or above, we're going to pay $50 to. So what I would say is, if in your PC1, PC2, if you've got 8 people in your PC1, PC2, find the 2, 3, 4, or 5 people in your PC1, PC2 that today is not a social sharer, and say, you know what, let me help you go get your 6. Help them. Not only are you helping them get a $298 value, get totally set up for the new compensation plan, but on top of that, we're going to pay you $50 for every single person that's not a social share. If you're a social share or above, that you help get 6 people. So what's happening tonight? Vision, the next stage, the opportunity, the compensation plan, rewards and recognition, announcements, the new incentive for you. You'll be able to see all of this on my Solavei as well. But the reality is, the time is now. The time is now to take full advantage of Solavei and everything that Solavei is doing. This is stage 2. This is your opportunity. This is our opportunity to take Solavei to the next level, the next stage of growth. I've been a part of these in my life. I've been a part of different stages of the growth. I've been able to be a part of a startup stage, an early stage, a mid-stage, late stage, and then a mature stage. I've been able to see starting something with an idea and creating over $1 billion in value for myself and shareholders alike. The reality is, this is our time now. This is our time together, all of us, to be able to take advantage of the next stage of growth with Solavei. So what do you do next? What do you do from here? 1, join the It's Happening City Tours, starting tomorrow night in Dallas, Texas. I also say you want to be a part of that Thursday night live webcast with Stacy and James and so many of our leaders that you have here with me right now. They're in a live webcast going over the opportunity. You want to get anyone, if you're not in Dallas, Austin, if you're not in Tulsa or in Kansas City this week or in Los Angeles next week, get on that call, that webcast on Thursday night. Number 2, watch the compensation webinar with the top leaders on August the 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Go to itshappening.teamsolavei.com. The third thing you want to do is that new opportunity presentation this Thursday, August 21st at 5 p.m. Pacific at socials.solavei.com. Next, get your 6 and begin building your team. And then mark your calendar for August 30th. That live webcast is going to happen at 5 p.m. You're not going to want to miss that one. This is another extension of what's happening here tonight. You're going to love what's going to happen as you're moving into October the 1st. And here's also what's going to happen. The first 250 members who enroll and activate 6 people by September the 30th are going to receive this exclusive signature brand partner kit. This will be the only 250 in the history of this company. And I look forward to being able to get that in every one of your hands. We're excited about what happened tonight. We're excited. In fact, I've been seeing a lot of the things that's happening on Facebook and on Twitter right now. I'm looking so forward to being able to shake your hand. Many of you are seeing this tonight, watched this tonight, and said, you know, I've been wanting to see this myself. If you happen to be close to one of those cities that we're going to be in, I encourage you to come. I want to shake your hand. I want to look in your eyes. And you know what? Because together we are, not only have we started, but we are extending the social commerce revolution throughout this country, and I know it's going to be around the world. Also, enroll 6 people and help someone in your team enroll 6 new members by September 30th. If you're a social share or above, you're going to get $50 for helping them do that. It's a part of showing you what the new compensation plan is all about, helping people get where they want to go. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of Solavei. I look forward to shaking your hands in the future. And more importantly, I look forward to seeing you and everyone associated with you, lives being positively impacted. God bless, and have a great night.